Hi, everyone. Welcome to Why LifeVantage, Why Now? My name is Courtney Watkins, and I'm joining you from snowy Utah today with my friend Elizabeth Marcelena Bare. And we are excited to show you what we're doing with activation and this incredible digital opportunity. I have been in the industry for a little over 10 years. I kind of stumbled upon it like most people do. I was a hairstylist, and my friend introduced me to a skincare company that was network marketing. Growing up in Utah, I've known the power of network marketing, and I've seen what's possible in really having massive success. And so I wasn't like a disbeliever. I just never really thought that I would like fall into one. And with skincare and having a client in my chair, it was just like, it just made sense. And I quickly had success. My belief was really big in what we were sharing and what was possible. And as a stylist, I was trading my time for my money. If I wasn't at work, I didn't get paid. If my client didn't show, we didn't get paid that day. And so as a mom of three kids, I came back from each pregnancy after a 5-week maternity leave after C-sections. And it was just what you did because you were funneling your clients to different people. It was high risk if they were going to stay with someone and also you didn't have maternity leave. So it just, after my third baby, I was like, there's got to be a better way. And that was when I just really dived into what I was sharing. And Instagram was getting fairly new. And I thought, why not just build this business from people that I don't know? And so in like at 2 a.m., I created my username Glam Bam Courtney. And it was kind of my alias. I don't know why it just came to me and sounded fun. And I posted a bunch of different pictures on my Instagram. I'm just having so much fun. Well, I didn't know that Instagram alerts your friends like, hey, your friend, your contact started a new Instagram. And so my friends were like, what's this Glam Bam Courtney? And I was like, that's just my skincare thing. Like, don't worry about following it. But you know what? I really thought like this is a platform that I don't have to like bug people and I can just share and like just kind of gather strangers. Now, while I didn't have a ton of virality, I did really expand my business that way through even my clientele. They started following me on Instagram, and when they came in, they would say, hey, what's that skincare you've been posting about? And then I knew when our market opened to Japan that I could expand there. And I just kind of used my religious community and I started a Glam Bam Global. And you guys, I did not know what I was doing. I used Google Translate to like translate sentences and just started posting about it there. And it worked out in a way that I just wasn't expecting. And so now with Elizabeth joining us, she was in digital marketing and she's built a huge platform, so much virality, and she really has these tools that we're like, we've always wanted to know that. And on our team and in this community, we just call it an abundance mindset. And Elizabeth has come into our team and really lit our fires in ways that we knew things were possible, but we didn't have the tools. And she's been training our team on ChatGPT and many chats. And we're doing all of these expansive things using what we knew as network marketing, that just posting and connecting, we knew that model worked. And now we're expanding that reach. So we've invited Elizabeth. You've come into the company. You joined like shortly after, I don't even know, it was like around Thanksgiving, the end of November. And she did one post, went completely viral. She's like, I knew people would want this, but I didn't know at this level. And so Elizabeth's a former school teacher. And if you guys know school teachers and nurses, we always say they're the best people in network marketing because of the way their mind works, systems and training and like all of those things. So that school teacher background, digital marketing, she made almost $1 million last year, like massive, massive income in digital sales. And so when she saw what we were doing with this product, it immediately clicked. We did a 3-way call. I was walking my dog and she was like, yes. And so I'm going to just kind of let Elizabeth share her story and what she saw in LifeVantage, because if you're here and you're like, what even is LifeVantage? You're not alone. Elizabeth and I both felt the same way. We did not know what it was. And as soon as we found out about it, we're like, how do more people not know about this? And that's where, with this story and with the power of your reach, whether it's to people in your neighborhood or if it's to people like Elizabeth, she has this incredible story of her friend finding her products from, or just a stranger finding your products from across the world. So, Elizabeth, if you want to tell us a little bit about your background and how you
Yeah.
fell into digital sharing and creating products and all of that.
Yeah, totally. Thanks, Courtney. Oh my goodness. And it's so fun to hear everybody's story and how LifeVantage finds them. I love how you say that because LifeVantage really does find you. Okay, so I started in the digital space in 2016, totally by accident. My friend came over. I had been teaching for a couple of years at that point, and my friend came over and she's like, Elizabeth, your backyard looks like a Montessori preschool. Where are you getting all these resources? And I said, well, I'm just making them on my computer and then I'm saving them as a digital PDF. She's like, have you ever heard of Pinterest or Teachers Pay Teachers? And so, long story short, she encouraged me, she pushed me to post my stuff online. And I'm going to be honest, if you knew me, if you know me in real life, you know that I am not very tech savvy. Thus, the reason even yesterday we recorded a Zoom and I accidentally deleted the Zoom. And so I thought, oh man, if I can figure out and just kind of have a growth mindset into going into this experience, I'm going to, maybe this will be like an additional side hustle for me. So I posted my first, lesson online, and it was something that I was already using in the classroom. I was super passionate about teaching, and I thought, you know what, if another teacher somewhere in the world, maybe in the United States would find this resource useful, great. So I posted my product. I made my first sale in 4 days, and it was a $4 product. It took me 20 hours to make the digital PDF of 200 pages, but that's okay. And that wasn't really the thing that like was the aha moment for me. The aha moment for me came 4 days after that sale when I got a picture from a woman in Africa using this lesson on a dirt floor with a 5-year-old little boy. And really, for me, that was the first time that I had this almost like awakening and just seeing the potential that you can have using social media. And this was 10 years ago. We've come a long ways. We have apps now like TikTok and, even Threads or, I mean, YouTube. Like there are a lot of different apps that you can use. And the wonderful thing about digital marketing, using platforms like Instagram is that when you post a piece of content, it is up there forever. So right now, there are people searching on Google, on Instagram, on YouTube for GLP-1s, for ways to get healthy, and so if you can post content like that is value driven and love led, like I talk about with my team, service oriented, people are going to appreciate. And there's really no cap to what you can, where you can reach literally globally. And so, yeah, so that's been my journey. You guys, I started in 2016. My friend encouraged me to start, and had she not pushed me and encouraged me, I had all of the same fears that you're probably sitting here today with. I was like, oh man, that lady already has 100,000 followers. I'm never gonna, it's little old me, right? I'm just a teacher next door. At that time we were in full-time ministry. We were barely making it financially. We were on, a minister's income, and but I was, 70% of teachers need a second job. And that's kind of where we're living today. A lot of people have a side hustle. A lot of people have a second income. And so LifeVantage is this really neat company where basically, you're able to kind of monetize your health journey. I always say, there's potential for you to get paid for the value that you add to the world and just sharing your health journey. And really, that's what I did when I was introduced to LifeVantage by Lacey. This is Lacey. She was a friend in real life, and I kind of had to reframe my understanding of what an MLM or network marketing was. And it's interesting because Courtney and I were talking about it before the call. I was kind of already doing network marketing prior to LifeVantage, but I just didn't really know it. And I wasn't, how would you say it, Courtney? Wasn't, reaping the benefits of people repurchasing products. I was selling digital products and it was a one-time sale, and that's a wonderful way to go. But with network marketing, there's just so much more opportunity for, especially with consumable products. People come back, and they have that option to subscribe and continue, would you say that I'm saying that right? How would you say that,
Yes,
Courtney?
absolutely. So, what I learned about your digital marketing is that you were doing exactly what we're doing in network marketing in helping coach other people be successful in their business. You were sharing a product and it was a one-time purchase. And then you helped other people have success sharing that digital product. And they went off and made an income, and
Yeah.
you only made that one-time sale. And
Yes.
so now with MLM, you guys, I've never seen someone get so excited about 7% commission. Like they're drawing the circles out on the board, and like when this person joins and this person, and Elizabeth and her husband Dave were like, what? And we were like,
I
we've never
get,
seen
yeah,
someone so excited. Because what it was is now when Elizabeth is helping her affiliates that join her have success, she's also getting paid on their success. And where before their business was just somewhere else. But then not only that, but in December, Elizabeth was the #1 enroller globally in our company. And that was a
crazy.
lot of customers that she has serviced. And now, guess what just happened in January? Those subscriptions reran and those customers repurchased for the work that Elizabeth had done in December. And so, when Elizabeth's seeing her paycheck and growing, and it was something that Charity loves to do, she was already doing, helping people love their product that they purchased and also help other people make money from their phone and online. She's like, oh my gosh, her passion for this is exploding. And like she said, she's taking us on her wellness journey. And that's
Yeah.
essentially what we're doing is we're taking it to make our antioxidants, but we're also, I always say, like, we're just taking the products and sharing it, right? We're just
Yeah.
sharing our story, drinking our collagen, posting about it. And so basically, by you taking our products, you're getting paid for it. But what's so unique about LifeVantage, and I do say, you don't find LifeVantage finds you. And Elizabeth, we'll dive into your story a little bit more about how you were already on a wellness journey, but
Yeah.
you weren't helping your body to make the antioxidants.
Well, and that's the thing is I actually didn't come to LifeVantage as interested in the business side. I came to LifeVantage interested as a customer. I had called a med spa a couple weeks prior looking for a GLP-1 that I could take, but I'm still nursing. We have 4 kids. I'm still nursing our baby. And so when I reached out to Lacey, I was like, okay, Lacey, you're my friend in real life, and I know you're not going to lie to me. I need you to be honest. Tell me about this product because I want to be able to take an all natural product still nursing. And so when I started taking the collagen, the Pro Tandem Nerve 2, and the GLP-1, you guys, I'm down 7 pounds in 6 weeks, and I have about 5 more pounds I'd like to lose. But honestly, even just how I feel and how I look right now, I'm like, these products are absolutely incredible. And when you experience the benefits of the products like I did, it is so easy to talk about. You literally just share your health journey.
I love that too. And I'm just like, my wheels are spinning right now of thinking of all of the side benefits. So we have these two products. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're using a collagen. Let us know if you were like us and like buying a tub of collagen. Or as a hairstylist, my hair friends were all like, Courtney, you've got to be on a good collagen. Let us know if you're already on a collagen because I get that all the time. With this collagen, like we were talking about, the LifeVantage message is being activators. That's our identity. That's who we
Yes.
are, is we're activators. And so we are activating your body, your cells, and your bank account. So it's a really cool, just kind of activation message. But with this liquid collagen, you are literally activating your body to make its own collagen again. And as you know, the older you get, your body stops making collagen, it stops producing it. The different genes and hormones and everything starts going crazy in different ways that your body thinks it's benefiting you, right? And so with this collagen being an activator, it has 10 different types of hydrolyzed liquid marine peptides. It activates your SOD, which is your superoxide dismutase, by 2,700%. If that is anything that you're like, I'm interested in, go look up Google Scholar, like benefits of SOD. I mean, this is really your body's, it's the #1 Actually, I don't even know if I could say it, but it basically increases your immune system. And when you take the two together, like our company does, again, we're a science company. So when this collagen came out with our Protandim NRF2, which is like a little yellow pill, it's our little yellow activator. It reduces oxidative stress and inflammation on average by 40% in 30 days. And so you're probably thinking oxidative stress, what is that? Well, if you think about the word stress, none of us like stress. Stress is just not good for your body. It's basically those free radicals that are going crazy in your cells. And if you've been on your phone at all today, if you're like me, you eat AirPods, if you've had a McDonald's French fry, if you didn't get 8 hours of sleep last night, you have oxidative stress. And so with oxidative stress, I'm sure you were like me. I was eating antioxidant foods. I knew blueberries were antioxidants. I knew that was good for my skin and broccoli and different things like that. But do you want to know what's really interesting? My friend taught me this in the company. Do you know why those fruits and vegetables are antioxidants? It's actually the bitterness, like an orange. You know, when you eat a blueberry and you're like, it's that bitterness that sounds the alarm in your body that says, we have a problem. We need to go basically put out these fires. And so with this Protandim NRF2, this is like going into a house fire with an actual fire hose. When you're eating the supplements to try to put out the fires, it's like throwing a Dixie cup of water on a house fire. Think about how much that's going to help. So this actually increases your antioxidants more than like eating your way through the earth. It increases antioxidants by 72 trillion. It's like insane. So if you haven't watched the John Quinones video, go look up Primetime John Quinones. That's what put this company on the map. This is who we are. They added in the activated liquid collagen. They did clinical trials and studies. What these two, they activate new genes in your body, and they basically just work synergistically together, which is why Elizabeth was seeing all of these benefits. Oh my gosh, her skin, her hair. After using these two products, you guys, I was getting compliments on my skin after 2 weeks. And I'm like, I've been using clinical skincare. This is my hair. If you guys can see me with the sunglasses, like the universe played a joke on me to bring me here because my hair was terrible. I had to cut it. Not that I'm against short hair, but it was just like, it was so short. And this was my hair after. My friends that do my hair were like, Courtney, what are you doing? So if you guys can see the benefits of legs, eyes, neck wrinkles, like this is not a topical skincare. This is activating your cells from the inside out. Look at what it's doing. So this is our visionary leadership. And Elizabeth came in and met with the CEO. She had an opportunity to come to the office and meet Steve Fife, the CEO. And he's really what is a part of this movement and a reason why LifeVantage looks different now than it did 5 years ago, 2 years ago, and I would even say 6 months ago, because of the movement that we're on in the activation message again in your body and your bank account. So Elizabeth, if you want to talk real quickly on that visionary leadership and the questions that you asked Steve Fife.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So it was really important for me anytime that I partner with a company to really understand the science behind. I want to know the long-term goal, and so I did have the opportunity to go out to Utah. I sat down with Steve Fife, he's the CEO, Kristen Cunningham, the CSO, and I asked them really tough questions, the kind of questions, that really matter when you're considering partnering with a business, because I want partnerships that are long-term. And so I asked them some tough questions, and here's basically what I learned. I learned that number one, LifeVantage is a publicly traded, debt-free, multi-million dollar company. And it has a really strong financial foundation. And just so you know, that type of transparency in the health and wellness industry is huge. You don't see that. The company has been featured in amazing, prestigious outlets like Forbes, Newsweek, recently on Yahoo Finance, and just one of our products, Protandim Nerve 2, which is an incredible product that Courtney was just talking about. It was highlighted on Primetime and has 7 unique patents, 30 peer-reviewed journals. I mean, just so much good science. And so with LifeVantage being recognized globally in the science community, with Harvard and other prestigious colleges, I really felt like, oh, this is a really the history and the science is there. And so because of that, And because of my, experience with digital marketing and the GLP-1 specifically, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do some research into what are the statistics kind of behind the GLP-1. And kind of what I found was GLP-1 is a very, very highly sought after um, pharmaceutical drug. It was actually the number one pharmaceutical drug last year. And so between hearing and talking with, Steve Fife, talking with the science team, looking at the peer review, looking at the science, the peer reviewed journals, the human trials, the case studies, I thought, you know what, this is a great opportunity. Not only that, LifeVantage is like, I tell my team and even with Courtney, like, it's like this diamond in the rough that has not been really exposed to the social selling side of things on social media. And they're kind of just at the precipice, the start of that journey. And so I partnered with them, and I love Warren Buffett. You must position yourself in front of a growth curve, not in the middle or at the end, but at the inception, and then realize that the window of opportunity is always closing. So work like there's no tomorrow. And so when I came into LifeVantage, that right there was my mindset. I came in thinking I want to reach as many people as I can to share that our GLP-1 activator is not, it is an amazing product that's going to activate your GLP-1 hormone up to 140% is what we found in the 12-week study. There are no side effects. There is no muscle mass loss. People are not experiencing nausea. They're seeing the weight loss come off in a healthy way. And so, when I first started, do you want to go to the My Journey slide?
Yeah. Okay,
Um,
really quickly too, just
yeah.
with this timing, I just want to speak on this because, like I mentioned before, I grew up in Utah. So I've seen a lot of startup companies. Even in the last couple of years, I've seen them come and the companies go. And there's a lot of companies right now that have recently started up, and there's some other companies like LifeVantage that have been around for years that are kind of getting another wave. With timing in anything in life, with your digital marketing, you hit the timing just right. You didn't come in right at the beginning that you were creating the systems, and you didn't come in at the end when it was like everyone knew about it. You literally hit the sweet spot of that, where it was like it had just been getting started and you were one of the first. And I've been in this timing with my previous network marketing company, and I actually came in later than where we are in LifeVantage right now. But I will tell you, timing is everything, and timing is everything in life. And when Elizabeth talks about Harvard, Stanford, American Heart Association, Ohio State, Washington University have done studies on our product. So we're like, the history is there, publicly traded on the NASDAQ. You guys go look at what LifeVantage stock is doing right now. That will tell you enough if this is a good business decision, okay? But the timing of what we're doing, our GLP-1 product was launched on October 11th. And it sold out in 15 days, a 5-month supply. And trust me when I tell you, as top consultants in the company, we were asking the CEO and the CSO, do we have enough product? I feel like we're going to sell out. And they're like, no, we're good. We have more than enough. You guys, people want this product. Like Elizabeth said, the number one pharmaceutical prescription drug being a semaglutide. That tells you this demand is huge. So when you look at Elizabeth's health journey and where she was at, she's done everything. She's going to tell you about it really briefly. And then we're going to dive into that show-stopping product that we keep just kind of giving you little bits of.
Yeah, so good. Okay, so my journey actually started in 2019. I was 160 pounds, 35% body fat. I suffered chronic debilitating migraines. Literally, I would be violently vomiting. I was not able to even be a mother. At that point, I had 2 kids. I was 30 years old. I struggled with inflammation, all the things like swelling in my face. I had skin rashes. It was terrible. Well, in 2020, I basically decided that it was time to make a change. And so I started with my diet. I started basically cutting out all processed foods. I focused on a whole foods, high protein diet. I gave up alcohol totally. That's actually the last glass of alcohol that I ever drank. And within just 18 months, I saw huge, huge transformations. I went from 35% body fat down to 19% body fat. My inflammation had gone way down. My joint pain was virtually gone. I haven't had a migraine in 5 years. I felt amazing just with working out 3 times a week and changing my diet. But even after that progress, when Lacey introduced me to LifeVantage, after diving into the science and starting to take the products, I kind of realized that there was still more that I could do to support my body. And so even on a cellular level, and that's the thing about LifeVantage products, is that they come in and they optimize your body's processes at a cellular level. And I felt like LifeVantage was the missing piece. You guys, I had already built my strong foundation for health and fitness, but activation is really what took my journey to the next level. And so that's the cool thing about activation. And Courtney, you can speak more on this, but activation really meets you where you're at. So if you were like me in 2019, 2020, you're struggling with migraines or any of the things that I shared, activation is going to meet you where you're at. And for me, my health journey hasn't just been like a physical transformation. It's really kind of been over the last 5 years me leaning into this health elevation. And that's what makes activation so powerful is, we're all on different health journeys, but activation can meet you exactly where you're at on your journey.
My favorite thing about activation is like you did it kind of the hard way, the old school way of like cutting out and just like doing all those things. And I kind of like the lazy girl method. I just kind of like things to be like easy. I want the results, but I don't want to like have little containers. And we've had a bunch of Beachbody girls recently join us that were top leaders, and they're like, we've done the 21-day diets and cleanses and all the hard things. And your sponsor, Lacey, your friend that brought you in, she had told me, Courtney, I don't believe in a magic pill. I don't believe in a magic shake or shot or any of those things. And what they keep saying, the resounding message is that I've never found something this easy and this effective, because
Yeah.
what we're talking about is a little yellow pill, a bottle of collagen, and now this 2-part system of GLP-1. So like Lacey, or like Elizabeth is saying, to find a product that meets you where you're at. I want something that I'm just bringing into my lifestyle. I don't want to like heavy on, and same thing. I mean, I'm fairly healthy. But what I've been hearing, and the reason why I've been so passionate about these products, is people saying this has given them their life back. So
Yeah.
Elizabeth came in for the GLP-1. She knew it was viral. Like when we're on the phone, she's like, oh my gosh, no, I know the virality of this. I know people are looking up GLP-1 and they're looking for ways to make money from their phones, like those two things. And so she posted this video. She didn't
Yep.
have any systems in place. She's texting us freaking out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have so many messages. And it's continued to just snowball. And you've been building on this message of really the activation is an easy way and a natural way to incorporate into your life.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And just a side note too, like I don't know if you saw Ashley Laughlin's pictures that she posted this morning, but she was a top 10 Beachbody coach and she has incredible transformation just implementing taking these products. It's been incredible to watch her. Even just 30-day journey has been insane. So yeah, I posted that reel. I felt like in my gut, just based off of my business experience, I felt like in my gut that it was going to go viral, and it totally did. And this is what it told me. It told me that people are looking for healthy options for the GLP-1 specifically. And then I dove into some more research, and really what I found was, semaglutide I mentioned earlier is the number one selling pharmaceutical drug last year. It was the number one. The interesting statistic that stood out to me and really helped me understand the virality is that 67% of people discontinue they stop using semaglutide because of the negative side effects. They lose muscle, they lose hair, they're nauseous. And so I kind of saw that statistic right there as the opportunity to present the GLP-1 activator as that solution, right? Because there's 67% of people who are taking this semaglutide and they are looking for a natural alternative way. And so, yeah, it's been really fun to see that side of things and to also provide a solution. And that's the thing too that I love most is you're providing an all natural solution for people that are literally on their phones right now, Googling and searching for these products.
Mhm. Yeah, I love it. And the thing about the GLP-1, our mind body system, I did not know because I just seen GLP-1s and I've heard my friends that are getting the shot and different ways. And I didn't know that this is a hormone that our body naturally makes. I've learned so much from this system. And living in Utah, I'm around the creators and the scientists and the VP of R&D and the CMO. And at the airport on the way to Kansas City for the launch, I'm like, how did you guys come up with this? Like the top scientists in the world have not been able to. And we've seen a lot of other GLP-1s. I get ads all the time and they're making claims. They're like, increases GLP-1, blah, blah, blah. And this product, what they did, because we're a science company, they did the studies. They put it to the test in an in vitro study and a clinical trial. And what they found in the clinical trial, you guys, you should have seen the phones come out. You would have thought Taylor Swift was coming on stage when they posted these stats in Kansas City. We were all like, freaking out because they hadn't told us what the clinical trials had shown. And this number right here increases your GLP-1 on average by 140%. Now, that is the GLP-1 that you naturally have. But what happens is as we age, and again, like we talked about, stress, aging, our diets, all the things, sleep, all of those things are all combining for your GLP-1 to not work optimally. Have you ever had like little kids running around? Even my teenagers, like I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could bottle up your energy and have some of that. And what we've discovered is that's what activation does, activating your cells to work like they did when you were younger. So instead of having a synthetic that's coming in and telling your GLP-1 work, 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 the body's lazy. So when that's gone, it no longer is going to work like that. It's actually going to work even less, which is not a good side effect. But that's also a reason why people are increasing their amount that they're using on a synthetic. So
Yeah.
with this GLP-1, I think it's so beautiful too. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I feel so bougie taking it. I keep the MB Core on my bathroom counter because you take it 30 minutes before any caloric intake. So I literally stumble out of bed with my eyes barely awake and take the MB Core so I can get it in before my pre-workout and just drink water. It's super easy. If you're someone that won't take a pill, you can see how it's like a capsule. I've had people that open it up and just put it in a liquid. But do you guys read right here where it says balances hunger hormones? Those are the pings that go off that's like, I'm hungry or I want sugar, I want a snack. Well, what the scientist Lisa was telling us the other day was that when this GLP-1 turns those signals off, that's turning down the food noise. So you're not thinking about food. What am I eating? But you're also not reaching for the sugars, for the chips, for all of those things, because your body feels like it has what it needs. It's optimizing the gut microbiome. We know gut health is a huge thing. The collagen helps with gut health tremendously because it's helping to heal the outer lines of the skin. Balances blood sugar. I felt like I had a new battery. I don't know about you, Elizabeth, but I literally felt like I had a new battery when I started on this.
Yes, totally. I love the analogy of starting a car in the winter too, when it comes to activation in the GLP-1 system. You don't just start your car in the middle of winter and then take off, right? You start your car, you let your engine warm up, and then you drive off. And that's kind of similar to what activation is. Activation is when you take a product and then over the days, over the weeks, your body ramps up. And so with the GLP-1 system, what they found in the 12-week study was that halfway through, people lost an average of 9 pounds. But then at 12 weeks, remember that analogy of it ramping up, at 12 weeks, they lost up to 25 pounds. So we see that ramp up, and that's the power of activation. And just to piggyback off of what Courtney said about the power of activation, is that, you're taking these products, and oh my goodness, this is so perfect. So in the upper left-hand corner here, Ashley Lachlan she just posted her 30-day progress pictures this morning. She was a top 10 Beachbody coach. She understands fitness. She understands the health world. That is what she did for years, right? She is taking these products, and her and her husband both are seeing incredible results. But there are also all of these individuals who are taking this product and not changing they're not changing their diet. They're not incorporating exercise in a crazy way. They're making sure that their healthy habits are in place, and they're incorporating these products and they're activating their bodies. And if you dive into the science, it really took me some time to like wrap my head around the science more, but the more that you dive into the science and see really the studies, it's pretty profound how activation affects the body.
Absolutely. And I love Ashley's story too. If you guys want to look her up on Instagram, Dr. Ashley Lachlan, she really talks about that mind body relationship that
Yeah.
actually it's like the GLP-1 natural activator, the MB system. It's like having a little BFF on your shoulder. That's
Yeah.
like when you're thinking about things like, oh no, we're good. Like, or we're full, And so you're finding that you're eating less, you get fuller faster. You're finding that you're not craving all those sugars because those pings are turned off. You're reaching for healthier foods. And so your diet is naturally changing, but you do need to be intuitive. So this product is called Mind Body because it's helping you to be intuitive and to change those patterns and those habits. And that doesn't happen overnight. So we always recommend people being on this product at least 12 weeks. Now, well, people will say, do I have to stay on this forever? Of course, you don't have to stay on this forever, but you are always aging. And weight management is something that we're always going to deal with as we're aging, again, because of hormones, because of stress, because of all the things. And so this is a product that I do personally want to continue on. I can notice a difference. I didn't bring it on one of my trips recently, and I was like, what was I thinking? But you guys, this is my back roll picture, and I feel like backs can't lie. Like you can't suck in a back, okay? I was so delusional. I've been hiking all summer. I've been wearing a two-piece at the water park, and I've had those back rolls, those cute little rolls I didn't know existed. But when I didn't even notice them when I took the before picture. I didn't notice it until I put the side by side. And I was laughing so hard when I saw that. So if you're someone like Elizabeth and I, and you don't have a lot of weight to lose, but you do want to like tone up and you just want to like feel good and take control, and maybe fit in the jeans that you've had it sitting in your closet and, get the dust off. Or if you do have some weight to lose that you're like, I have a lot of weight I want to lose. Activation can meet you where you're at. And that's really the beauty of it. So we want to just highlight, we've had you guys on for a little while, but we really want to highlight the opportunity because this is where Elizabeth and I, this is really the team building side is my passion, helping people make an income from their phones around the world. Our team is currently in 10 countries, and this GLP-1 is available in the US right now. We're in pre-launch in our other countries. And if you guys know other people, if you know people in other countries, you guys, pre-launch is a tremendous opportunity because we built that. When we were getting ready to launch this, I was like, let me know if you want to on my list. I had 100 people order in our first day that had been on my list. Now, well, for Elizabeth, that might not be a lot, but for me, that was like a record in my business. Okay. My business tripled in 12 days. So this global opportunity is huge, and also in the US. So we're just going to briefly touch on, like we've kind of given you guys an idea. Elizabeth, you share products on Amazon right now. You've shared digital products. Tell us what the commission-based side of LifeVantage is in the difference of you selling a one-time product and the commission on the other products.
Yeah, that's huge. And I also want to just touch on the team building side too, just my experience, because it's a new thing for me. So, with affiliate marketing, with whether it's Amazon or you're recommending a product that somebody would purchase one time and then you would get commission, like Amazon, honestly, it's like 3 to 5% typically that you would make on a one-time purchase. So the amount of content and the amount of people that you have to kind of scoop in with your net has to be significant for you to make a substantial income. Is that a viable way to, have a side hustle? Absolutely. And that's why I have that as a content pillar on my platforms. But the thing that I love about LifeVantage is we were talking about these are consumable products. And because they are incredible products and like Protandim Nerve 2, the liquid collagen, people should be on these products for life. And so if you can help spread the word, educate on how the science really works, activating your cells, if you can get that buy-in from your customers and have them try and then experience the benefits of the products, you're going to have customers that return and that here's the crazy thing, Courtney, when our Instagram reel went viral, one of the things that stood out to me most as I was conversing 6 to 8 hours a day with people in my comments was the amount of people that reached out to me who had already been taking LifeVantage products. I'm talking 4, 5, 6 years on Protandim,
Mhm.
and even just on the collagen, I mean, and hearing their stories about how they were on 12 medications and they got on all of the Protandims, and all of a sudden they can get off their medications because their bodies are doing, what they're supposed to do. They're working like they're supposed to work. And it was just incredible to hear those testimonials. And so for me, that really helped me lean in even harder to the activation message of, our collagen, our Protandim Nerve 2, GLP-1, they're really doing incredible things for people. And so having that income, people come in on a subscription, and having that reoccur, those subscriptions reoccur each month, is life changing. It's life changing.
Absolutely.
And I also wanted to just mention to the team building side, because you guys know, I mentioned earlier, I've never been a part of network marketing prior to LifeVantage. 2 to 3 months, I think, yeah, end of November. So, the time of this, we're in the end of January. So going on my third month, November, December, January, second month. I had never built a team. And one of the things that I've had conversations with my husband about is the lack of community that I have felt being a full-time stay-at-home mom who works primarily 80% on her phone. I haven't had a network. I'm posting videos, I'm making reels, and that's beautiful and that's a wonderful thing. But research shows that when I was back in the classroom, I would teach social emotional learning, the Castle 4 framework, which talks about it's how important it is for people to have a sense of belonging, to have a sense of, community. And that is what LifeVantage has given me. I was very intimidated about the team building side. Courtney knows when I first reached out to her, when I signed on, I'm like, you have to teach me how to do the team building side because I've never done this before. I'm open. I want to learn all the things. But what I didn't anticipate was the void that was going to get filled in my heart as an individual, as I'm running alongside other mothers, as I'm running alongside other women who have the same mindset, who want to help people. They lead with that love and that service. And that has been huge for my sense of purpose as a mom, as a wife, as an individual, and as a business owner.
I love that so much. It's so true. I've seen from a lot of my friends that had a product like yours that were like my Christmas parties, like by myself,
Yeah.
and now it's really that cheerleading community. My kids are on teams. My son's on a baseball team. And I always say, as an adult, being on a team is the best thing because you have those cheerleaders. You have those people on the bench that are like, yay, come on, you got this. And it really does make it amazing. And so with this company, they knew the value of helping to build leaders within your team or your organization. And so this is like the 7% commission too, that it's like, but being a leader of leaders, the company rewards you on that. And I've never seen that on a compensation plan before. Also, the leadership bonus. Elizabeth's on her way to executive one. She's like super, super close to that and getting one share of the entire global revenue. So they take 4% of the entire globe. Everything that consultants have built for 15 years around the world, Elizabeth gets a share of that. And so, like we talked about with timing, this is where people think they need to be one of the first. You're benefiting off of those people that helped to build these systems. And now you're coming in this timing that we're right at the beginning of massive momentum. I have this feeling in my gut, when that
Yes.
intuitive feeling, Elizabeth and
Yes.
I always talk about us like, what? You guys, I feel like we're in the ocean. I feel like I'm on like Blue Crush and I'm on the surfboard right now. And there's some good waves that are passing. And you're like, that was a good one. Maybe I should have taken that. And then the big one is like, it's on its way. And this is going to be the massive one. This is the one that like puts the Blue Crush girl on the cover of the magazine and gets the Quicksilver sponsorship. That is the wave that is building right now. And we're just like kind of riding it at the beginning. And we know it's about to just take off in a huge way. That's what we have at LifeVantage right now. And so we want to invite you to come with us and evolve and earn and just take a product so your body can make it. And also take a product and share it so that other people can help to make an income from their phone as well. So you can see Elizabeth's side. I hope we've helped to paint the picture of her health journey, her business journey. And really, I feel like a lot of it is just doing it scared and just being brave. I feel like so much of life The way that you solve your problem is just do something. Just take action and do something. And we're doing something really, really big here. And we're inviting you to be a part of this journey with us. We're inviting you to come along on the fun. And whoever invited you, ask them more about the rewards that were just announced. They're super exciting to me. I just went to Tiffany's
Yeah.
yesterday because I'm like, well, we're going to Tiffany's in April. You guys, there are fun things that come along with this business, the team, the income, feeling your best, bringing your best, and also just building the confidence from doing something that you've never done before. So thank you so much for joining us today. Elizabeth, what do you want to wrap up and just close with?
I love the quote, one day or day one. And I think I think about the Elizabeth in 2016. Had I not listened to my friend who was like, hey, I see this passion in you, and I think there's something really big here. Had I not leaned in and listened to her and just started messy, I would not be who I am today or where I'm at in business. And I just want to encourage you in that. Another quote I love, and then I'll finish with this, is we do not determine our destiny. We make micro decisions, and those decisions determine our destiny. And so sometimes it's just start messy. Thank you guys so much for joining. We're so excited. And follow up with a person that sent you here, whether it's Courtney or me or somebody else. We're excited for you to lean in and learn more about Activation Nation.
Thanks so much.